25 laps the distance here at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track. Brent Marks and Brad Sweet in row 1. Row number 2, Tyler Courtney and Sam Hafertepe Jr. Row 3, Christopher Bell and Casey Kahne. Row 4, Danny Sams and Chase Randall. Back behind them in row number 5, it's going to be Rico Abreu and Ty Gibbs. Then Lynch and Austin McCarl. Row 7, Kyle Larson and Justin Peck. Row 8, Austin Mundie and Pursley. Row 9, Spencer Bayston and Landon Crawley. Row 10, Aaron Reutzel and Reese Moran. Row 11, John Carney, Tanner Thorson, Brenham Crouch, and Jason Martin. Texas Motor Speedway, we got them racked, we got them stacked, and we've got the grandstands packed. Let's go racing up at turn number 4. We are green. Good start for Sam Hafertepe Jr. Looks to the inside of Brad Sweet for the second position. And now Hafertepe draws to the left rear. Got a car off the pace, but keeps on going. That was Jason Martin. He falls to the tail end of the field. Brent Marks will lead lap number 1 in the Murray Marks Racing number 19 car. Brad Sweet runs in second. Hafertepe in third. Fourth is Tyler Courtney. And fifth at this point in time is Casey Kahne. Christopher Bell around the outside. He'll make the pass on Danny Sams. The third move Bell up into the P6 position. Car off the pace in turn 3. Justin Peck has a problem. And he gets tagged by Reese Moran, and that nearly causes more issues. The 26 of Justin Peck was slowing down the back straightaway. And Reese Moran not able to react quick enough and gets into the back of him. And so Justin Peck is going to have to go to the work area, which is located outside of turn number 2. See the nose wing damage on the 22M of Reese Moran. Now, usually, if I remember correctly, Tony, the work area was in the infield last time we were here, but with the rain that came through the area the last couple of days, too wet down there, so Peck's going to have to hang a hard right off the turn in the second corner right now if he wants to get some repairs made here, or he's going to have to go through the infield.
You're exactly right, Chase. Mike has talked about that during the drivers' meeting this afternoon about how the infield grass here inside Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track was just too soft. He didn't want to risk getting mules or race cars, for that matter, stuck here in the infield. So as you watch that live look of the Skagit Speedway Race Routine Foundation machine driven by Justin Peck, he'll take it into the tunnel. They'll push him out and back around the outside of turn number 2 where his team is waiting for him in the work area.
And he will be followed by Reese Moran, who's also going through the tunnel now to try and make repairs to the Bob Hurley RV number 22M. Here's a replay. And you see Peck, some smoke come out of the car, and he comes to a crawling pace in turn 2, and Reese Moran not able to react quite quick enough there. So Reese Moran has made the repairs, and he'll join at the tail end of the field. And then we should be getting back to racing here in just a few moments, as we did get 1 lap completed. As it looks like we are coming to green this time by. Brent Marks and Brad Sweet lead him back down to the line. We're back underway. Brad Sweet trying to cross up Brent Marks into turn 1. He'll look low, but Marks around the outside has the momentum and has the race lead. Sam Hafertepe Jr. running in the 3rd spot on the back bumper of Brad Sweet as Casey Kahne makes the pass on Tyler Courtney. Move Casey Kahne up to the 4th position now. Casey Kahne looking for another top 5 with High Limit Racing in 2025. Tyler Courtney now in 5th with Chase Randall behind him. Danny Sams in 7th. Rico Abreu challenging Christopher Bell into turn 3. Give Abreu the 8th position off of turn number 4. Rico Abreu gets by Christopher Bell. Abreu's up to 4th. Or make that 8th, excuse me. Bell back to 9th and 10th at this point in time as Landon Crawley having a good run right now in that 45X. Most drivers around the inside hub here at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track, but they're going to have to try something different when they get to the back of the field, which will happen in about 2 laps. Brent Marks approaching Ty Gibbs, Reese Moran, and Jason Martin. This was what happened in all 3 races last season with High Limit here at Texas. Traffic was the name of the game. Marks to the outside of Ty Gibbs will put him 1 lap down. Car up in smoke on the backstretch, and that is Danny Sams. The yellow's out. Smoke pouring out of the back of the Moxie Performance Sports Advisors number 24D. And we'll see if Danny Sams does the same maneuver that Justin Peck did, which is drive right by the work area as he points that car down the hill towards the tunnel. Good call there, Professor Laporta, as we do have 2 cars coming out of the work area. We got Reese Moran back onto the track and Jason Martin, who pulled off around the same time as Sam's there. And so both drivers have been able to go to the work area, come back out, and rejoin at the tail end of the field. We got 6 laps completed. It's Brent Marks showing the way. Brad Sweet, Sam Hafertepe Jr., Casey Kahne, and Tyler Courtney. Top 5 cars. If Sweet wants any chance at Marks, he's going to have to hope for a little bit deeper lap traffic than what we just saw in that last run. Only took him about 5 laps to get to the back of the field. Coming back to green here at the Stockyard Stampede. Once again, Sweet able to cross up Marks heading into turn 1, but he's not able to slide in front of him. Marks maintains the top spot. 1 car out of the groove in turn 1. It's Christopher Bell, and he falls to the way tail end of the field. Bell now back into about the 19th position after a mistake in the first corner. Christopher Bell might have a problem on that car as he is still losing positions down the front straightaway. Top 5, all single file spread out. Chase Randall's now made his way up into the 4th position. Yellow is out this time for Austin McCarl. Christopher Bell also taking the Interstate Battery 69K back to the pit area. So Austin McCarl stopped in turn 3. That is what the yellow is for. So it looks like Jason Martin and Christopher Bell both took their cars back to the pit area. Now, I do not want to do the announcer's jinx here, Tony, but Lynch, best finish of the season heading into tonight, 20th. And right now, he's running top 10, so that's definitely something he's looking forward to trying to do is get a top 10 here tonight.
Chase, in talking with Lynch back in the pit area before we got going tonight, he was surprisingly upbeat. He said the big break in the schedule, those 3+ weeks off, came at the perfect time. They got everything repaired, the trailer restocked, and says he feels very confident going into the month of May here with High Limit.
All right, we'll see if he can move forward a little bit more as we come back to the green flag. Brent Marks still with the race lead. Good restart this time by for Sam Hafertepe Jr. Hafertepe got it next to Brad Sweet, but could not make it happen. Sweet, he drives it in deep, but Marks too strong around the outside. Back behind them, Landon Crawley getting by Rico Abreu on the restart. Crawley's now up into the 8th position. Good run right now for Landon Crawley, the Johnny Herrera Racing number 45X. Aaron Reutzel about to crack into the top 10, as is Tanner Thorson. Thorson started behind Aaron Reutzel. Thorson's up to 11th now. Thorson looking underneath of Kyle Larson off of turn number 4. This is the race for 8th, 9th, and 10th. Brent Marks puts another one in the books. 12 down, we're at the halfway point, 13 to go. Marks does not want to see traffic, but Brad Sweet and Sam Hafertepe Jr. do. Most of the drivers single file around the 4/10 mile here at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track as Marks is once again on the same straightaway as the lap traffic. Ty Gibbs, Austin McCarl, Reese Moran, Austin Mundie, all lie right in the crosshairs of Brent Marks. Brent Marks now to the back of the field. Reinforcements on the way in the form of Brad Sweet and Sam Hafertepe Jr. Around the outside, he'll get by the first lap car. Marks now has to work on the 88 car of Austin McCarl. Brad Sweet looking to the outside of Ty Gibbs down the backstretch. He is closing the gap on the M&M Painting and Construction number 19. This time by 9 laps to go for Brent Marks. Marks now into some faster cars, harder to get by them. Sweet now within 3 car lengths. Off of turn number 2. Brad Sweet closing in, looking for his 3rd win of the season. Sam Hafertepe Jr. also closing in as well. Marks gets cut off by Austin McCarl down the front straightaway. Marks has to go to the outside, now goes to the inside. Good move right there to get by Austin McCarl, but he doesn't get by him. That could be a huge moment in this race. Here comes Hafertepe. He's on the back bumper of Brad Sweet. Marks makes his way by McCarl off of turn number 4. Now getting into the back bumper of the 22M of Reese Moran. Reese Moran just in front of your race leader. Then maybe a lap or 2 of breathing room for Marks. He makes his way by Moran off of turn number 4. 2 lap cars between your 1st and 2nd place machines. Now Sweet gets by the 88 of McCarl. Hafertepe still running in 3rd. 4th is Chase Randall and 5th is Tyler Courtney. This time by 5 laps to go for Brent Marks. Car off the pace front straightaway. Reese Moran pulls in. We will stay green. Now there are no lap cars between your 1st and 2nd place cars. Marks working on the number 4 of Austin Mundie, the J2 of John Carney. Track pretty narrow right now. Hard to get by some of these slower cars. And that will play into the hand of Brad Sweet. This time by will be 3 laps to go for Brent Marks. Trying to go back-to-back at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track. Marks trying to pick his battles and pick them wisely here on the back bumper of Austin Mundie. Mundie enters the corner low, slides up high. Marks dives it off the corner. He'll get by the slower car. Brent Marks gets by Austin Mundie. That might be the move that he needed right there. Next time by will be the white flag for Brent Marks. Brent Marks to the white flag, 1 lap to go. One more car to potentially deal with here on the final circuit. It's John Carney. Sweet not close enough. Brent Marks through 3 and off of 4. It's back-to-back wins here at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track. Marks gets it done. Brad Sweet ends up in 2nd. 3rd goes to Chase Randall. 4th will make that 3rd to Sam Hafertepe. 4th to Chase Randall. 5th goes to Tyler Courtney. Well, he got the win here at the All-In Season Championship finale back in October, and he comes back a few months later and does it again. Your winner tonight is Brent Marks. Brad Sweet 2nd, Sam Hafertepe Jr. 3rd, then Chase Randall, then Tyler Courtney top 5. Casey Kahne, Landon Crawley 7th, Rico Abreu 8th, Kyle Larson 9th, Tanner Thorson 22nd to 10th, and then Aaron Reutzel, Dason Pursley, Spencer Bayston, Lynch, Brenham Crouch top 15. John Carney, Austin Mundie, Ty Gibbs, Austin McCarl, Reese Moran, Christopher Bell, Jason Martin, Danny Sams, and Justin Peck. Here he is, race fans. Your winner here tonight, it's Brent Marks. Got $50,000 in October of last year. He'll take another $10,000 home from Texas here tonight, Tony. Nice job by Brent Marks.
Brent Marks, back-to-back victories in the state of Texas. You might have to relocate from Pennsylvania down here and become a Lone Star racer. We talked about it during the dash draw, about what you can bring from the victory back here in October to this setup and to yourself tonight. I talked to you before the feature. You said the first thing you were worried about was lap traffic. Did it all come together for you tonight the way that you thought it would rolling into here?
Yeah, it did, honestly. I felt like our program's good here, so knowing like coming into tonight's race, we should have some speed. The Murray Marks Motorsports guys, they've done such a great job, and awesome teamwork tonight. It's great communication. And the track just seemed like it kept getting wetter, and I was just my main focus was trying to get through lap traffic, because that's where the race was going to be won or lost. And if you weren't free enough to maneuver, the guy behind you was just going to pounce on you. So I felt like we all did a great job getting this car where it needed to be to get through that lap traffic and not get me in a position to where it made me vulnerable. So I'm just so thankful to get this win, something that we really needed as a team, something I needed. So I'm just it's just awesome to get another win here at Texas Motor Speedway. It's just definitely falling in love with this place.
Falling in love with it. You kind of asked my next question. You said your program works really well here. Well, what about this racetrack do you enjoy? What do you love so much about racing around the Texas Motor Speedway dirt track?
I love that trophy. That's what I love. That thing is awesome. We got one of those back home, and now we got another one. So track is just a lot of fun. I felt like they've done a great job. I know last year it's been a while since sprint cars have raced on here, and so they've just done a fantastic job with the track. And with the weather that was given to them yesterday and dealing with all that rain, I felt like they've done an amazing job tonight. This place could have been so rough and choppy and bouncing all over the place, tearing up equipment, and they had it really smooth, and they've done a great job. So I'm really looking forward to Saturday, and just want to thank all the fans who came out tonight to support this race. And we know Saturday is going to be a lot busier, but coming out on a Thursday night to support our event means a lot to all of us. So I want to thank them. I want to thank my partners, my team, Murray Marks Motorsports, Heath, Jared, Fudd, Tom. They're doing a fantastic job. M&M Painting Construction, Alan Murray and his family, McGrewBid.com, McGrew Equipment Company, Baps Paints, Livewire Customs, Fredericksburg Eagle Hotel, Off-Road Motorsports, Cryptic Side by Side, 8740 suspension, HP engines, Saldana Racing Products, just all our partners who help us out. It just means a lot to me. So just thankful to be standing here again and getting another win at Texas Motor Speedway.
Last time we saw you on the podium here in 2025 was after a third-place finish back in Bakersfield, California. We're now in the middle of the country in the Lone Star State of Texas. You're going to get that Chasm Safety Products win sticker to put on your tail tank. But before you put that Chasm Safety Products win sticker on, we need to ask you, as a high roller here in 2025, you get to send $1,000 of our Angel Donors money to any charity you wish to support here in the U.S. So after your victory here tonight, what charity are you choosing to support?
You know, every time that question is asked to me, the first thing that pops in my head is my buddy Christian back home in Pennsylvania, and so I'd like to donate to Central PA Down Syndrome Awareness Group. So they do a great job there, and so I just want to support him. So he always has a smile on his face every time he sees me when we're home, and if we win a race, he's always there in victory lane with us. So just really cool. So I'd like to help him and his group out.
It may have been over 5 months in between, but Brent Marks goes back-to-back in Texas. He wins for the first time in 2025.
All right, Tony, real quick, want to get our contingency winners in real quick. Brent Marks, he was the Jace Golf Cart's fastest lap of the race award winner at 13.102. Our Race Routine Foundation Rookie of the Race was Chase Randall with his best finish of the season, a 4th place run for the number 9R. And also have to talk about our Hard Charger Award winner, brought to you by Rod and Supply, Tanner Thorson, 22nd to 10th here in that main event. Also, real quick, folks, if you are missing an iPhone, there are 2 of them at the High Limit Racing Command Center. One of them is for somebody named Samuel. So Samuel, if you're missing your iPhone, it's down at the High Limit Racing Command Center. Tony, back to you.
Brad, you're not missing your iPhone, certainly, after that second place run here at the Texas Motor Speedway. Brent Marks goes back-to-back in victories the last time we were here, but before he won during the All-In Championship finale, you stood in victory lane here after a 3-in-a-row trip to wrap up the season. Texas Motor Speedway, I asked Brent already, what do you love about racing here in Fort Worth?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a beautiful facility, and you know, the lighting's great, and obviously the stands are great, and just everything about the facility is great. Paved pits, and honestly the track, you know, is really nice and really shaped great. Obviously with the rain and high humidity, it was really lightning fast tonight. So obviously, hopefully Saturday night the track will open up a little bit, allow us to race around the racetrack a little bit more. But I think that was all we could do with 3 inches of rain. You know, yesterday it's kind of was what it was, and we kind of all knew that. So I'm just happy to get a race in, and you know, our Napa team did a good job tonight, working really hard to overcome some issues early in the night, changed engines, changed fuel cells, got the thing running right, and we were able to win the heat, you know, move forward in the dash, and could kind of pace Brent there. But honestly, he was just a little bit better in lap traffic. I think we needed to change 1 or 2 things on our car to be a little more maneuverable, and we just didn't do it, and ultimately weren't able to really run with Brent. So hats off to him and his crew. It's nice to get locked into Saturday. You know, that's half the battle, to get locked into one of those you know, starting positions in the heat, and try to come back a little stronger Saturday.
That's Brad Sweet, starts second, finishes second. Ty Wolfgang, you look great in gold. Good job here tonight. Now we'll check in with our 3rd place finisher. That's Sam Hafertepe Jr. And Chase, he's knocking them dead on the national tours these days. 2 podiums already this year with the World of Outlaws, a podium here with Kubota High Limit Racing. So Sam, the world wants to know, when are you going national tour racing with a 410?
Yeah, probably not. You know, those years are behind me. I like to race, you know, 8 hours within the house now, and you know, probably, you know, Knoxville is our special trip we make, you know, in August. So yeah, we try to stay 8 to 10 hours from the house. You know, beginning of the year, obviously Florida's the exception, but you know, it's just tough having a wife and 3 kids to devote the time to them that they actually deserve. So being out on the road's not the easiest thing to juggle a family with.
With a top 3 finish here tonight, you have locked in to the 2nd night of this 2-night weekend, meaning you won't have to qualify when we come back on Saturday, and you will get one of those 4th place starting spots in the heat races that would traditionally go to the QuickTime qualifier within that heat race. So what do you have to do to this race car to finish 2 steps higher on the podium Saturday night?
You know, honestly, I really don't know. You know, Marks was really good out front. You know, Sweet was really good. I think we made really good improvements all night. We were terrible in hot laps. not very good in qualifying. Luckily, we went out later. The track seemed to get a little bit faster, and then the heat race, we got a gift on the jump on the start, and all that stuff kind of they don't ever ask you at the pay window, they don't ask you how you got third. It just happens, and nobody will go back in 10 years and know how we did, but just everything lined up for us to get third tonight, honestly. And that's it's what it takes some nights. But before I get off here, I really got to thank Miles Hill. He's kept believing in us, and to be honest, any owner and driver last 8 years like we have is unbelievable. So definitely thankful for him all the time. He gives us this opportunity, and a lot of guys wouldn't. So we had 3 or 4 really hard years there, and if I was owner, I would have probably dropped me. But he stayed on board, and he keeps getting us the things we need, and we just got to show him that we appreciate it.
That's Sam Hafertepe Jr. Sam, great job. 3rd place finish here tonight. Brad Sweet goes second to second, but it's Brent Marks. He called his shot, Chase, when I walked up and down the starting grid and asked these drivers, what words of wisdom do you have? And Brent told me getting through lap traffic will be the #1 task he had in this race. He called his shot, and he was exactly right. Brent Marks goes back-to-back at the Texas Motor Speedway dirt track